Hello, welcome to the queue. Round 5 of BBR 1940 has just ended. We're moving up to round 6. There's a look at your IPCs for the end of round 5, where they stand. And the tech, all the allies have revealed their tech because they are, they like to get it right out there and not be sneaky, whereas the Axis, they're sitting on their tech, hiding it, waiting, abiding their time. The victory objectives, they did add Leningrad, Southeast Asia, and then the Japanese Empire point were had and then both lost on this turn. So they were at 13 and at the end of the round stand at 11 on the victory points. And 12 is needed for victory. So they're right in that threshold with rounds 6, 7, and 8 to go. So they're getting where they need to be. And they could possibly add the 12th one right here. As far as battles go, Japan skips the Money Islands and goes straight for Queensland. And this other little minor battle, they couldn't reach Queensland, so they took Northern just for spite. So South Wales, Sydney there, the capital of Anzac, is defended by 5 fighters and an infantry. So they've got, with some good rolling, might get into some Japanese planes to have to allow Japan to take that with, 1 unit or something like that. So it's not a gimme, but it looks pretty bleak for Anzac. But they've still got their Money Islands, but if they don't have a capital, they're not collecting money. Speaking of not collecting money, the Allies are convoying Japan. There's a possible of, 9 there. And then over here in the Med, we've got another Italian convoy for another 3. And then, of course, if we're looking at battles, let's stay here in the Pacific. We had the seesaw battles in the Pacific. Burma fell, then was recaptured. And the same with Suyan. China had it, Japan took it back. And then I don't think China went back at it, or did I miss that? I wonder if China has that now. I wonder if I missed that move on the U.S.-China turn. Interesting. And here in the Russian front, Eastern Poland fell to the Germans, along with Belarus and Bessarabia. And then the Russians counterattacked and took it all back. And then for spite, the Italians, claiming a victory, relieved Poland of its Russian conquerors. So now it's in the hands of Italy. Will the Germans reinforce it or let them hang out to dry? We'll see. Only other battles really in the African Mediterranean theater. Italy was finally vanquished from Africa there in Libya. They have won territory, but nothing in it in Tunisia. 2 naval battles in the Med, one by the U.S., one by the British, and that cleaned up the Italian fleet. And that's pretty much it. Everyone building, anticipating some sort of action there in Europe or Rome. But now that Rome has been emptied, it's kind of taken that off the plate, because if Rome falls, Germany has a big advantage of getting some huge points here for the last couple rounds of the turn. But we shall see, There is a look at the board. It is Germany's turn, and it will be round 6, the next video from Detroit.